Get us ready for another episode of This Week in Barbecue, the barbecue-focused podcast with hot news and even hotter takes. I am your host, Rashid Phillips, and it's a two-man move today here. We're looking like a pack of milk does. Across from me is the one and only with the smoothest dome in the game, Mr.
James Welch.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for tuning in, and hope you miss us the same way we missed you. We got a lot to go over today, a little bit of housekeeping. If you can, do us a favor, hit that little follow button, like button, 6 stars. Promise you we're going to deliver. If you don't see 6, give us 5. Tell a friend, and let's dive in. There's all types of craziness from new barbecue festivals occurring. We got a couple of dates. We got some MBBQA stuff going on.
Nice.
We've got some run-ins with the news, some key points, and what happens when you order tacos with a side of ice. There's a story of that.
Love them. Love them. The tacos, that is.
Exactly. I feel like everyone's in the season of hold the ice. I've been drinking my liquor straight just because.
For reals. Oh, my goodness.
Rob, kick us off here. What do you got going, my friend?
Well, I think, I've missed the last couple of times, but I want to bring back the National Day just because it's something that I can appreciate. Hey, National Chocolate Day today.
That's us.
I know, right?
Ain't that what it is? Hey, who knew we had a day? Hey, one time for the Chocolate Brothers.
Hey, and it's right before Black History Month, too. Hey. We taking this one, too.
Couldn't have come at a better time. National Chocolate Day, you say. Morris Chestnut is out there just living his best life with a bottle of baby oil.
You know what? Him and Wesley Snipes.
Sorry, Boris. Ain't no caramel day. This is chocolate. All chocolate.
Yeah, but
where are you, Starbucks? Kid? I feel like I should be able to walk into Starbucks today and just get something off the rip. Or it's my day.
Yeah, just get a slice of cake. That's all we need. It's a little slice. But I was doing some research and I found out the first chocolate cake on record, 1765.
Seems like a very
weird, right?
Long time to
not have chocolate cake.
Yeah.
And then Betty Crocker's first box. 1947. That was the first box of chocolate cake you could take home and make it yourself.
1947.
So just seems that's like 70 years of chocolate cake.
That's
making it at home.
Why does it seem like? Well, I mean, chocolate used to be perceived as a like for the rich, wasn't it? Like that was a very well-to-do type of thing to have.
Yeah.
But Betty Crocker, 70 years of bringing it home, huh?
Yeah, and I can appreciate that. Just, let us have it.
Exactly. We'll take it.
Love it.
Never knew Betty. I don't think anyone did. But
well, her picture wasn't on the box, so we didn't have a way to identify her.
Exactly. Betty's over there with Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben. Mm-hmm. Rice, not Parker.
Relaxing.
People love that one, by the way.
I know, right?
People love that one, by the way. Y'all forget, I'm quick. I'm quick with these. There's no script. All this is just topic outlines. It's fresh off the dome here. All right? Shut up, Corey.
He felt that, even if he's not here.
He knew.
But outside of the National Day, man, I was kicking it with my wife the other day, and she does a lot of event planning here locally in Atlanta, and a lot of business down in the Buckhead region, and there are just a ton of restaurants closing. I mean, just times are hard. I mean, we've been talking about this for the past year off and on where, prices are getting high. And I just wonder, are people haven't stopped loving food, right?
I doubt people have stopped loving food.
Well, they haven't stopped loving food because I keep seeing more and more commercials for like Ozempic. And I mean, not to give them in pills for them. You get the little Flintstone chewable Ozempic. Now it's crazy.
You know what's wild? So, your boy's trimmed down a little bit.
You have. Whatever you lost, I found.
And don't worry, we're gonna get you to lose it too. And someone messaged. They responded. This cat had while I was over in West Palm, and we'll get to that. But he had posted this picture of us that we took together, and I reshared it, and someone was like, "Are you on Ozempic?" And I was partly flattered. Because
they noticed.
Yeah, because they noticed. And then another one of my colleagues, he saw me, he's like, "Damn, she just lean." I was like, "Man, if I could blush, I would right now." Because he hadn't seen me since like October.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But the person who commented, I don't know who they are, but I was partly flattered, but it's slightly so like I'm not on Ozempic. I don't even inject my meat. Why am I going to put a needle in me? You know, I don't get down like that, and I don't knock anybody who's popped the pill or take the shot. You get there how you got to get there? Me, I'm crazy. I like the physical abuse of breaking my body down. That's my thing. If I'm on anything, I'm on discipline. Do I feel motivated to do it every day? Absolutely not. I try to talk myself out of it every single day. Haven't found a good argument yet.
So you need me in your head. I'll find an argument for you.
You probably break something.
If you on discipline, I'm on fried chicken.
No. But seriously, like, you know, I touched down in West Palm and I couldn't even make it to the hotel yet. I went straight to prep. We had prep. Then everyone got there. Then we had family meal.
Okay.
Then I went straight to the gym. It's 11 o'clock at night. Had to get it in.
That's discipline.
Exactly. Motivation ain't going to do that.
You know.
But stuck on it. So no Ozempic. Just discipline. I appreciate it, though. Wait till I get this haircut and this retwist. I'm a problem. All right, let me get this haircut and a retwist. I'm a whole ass problem. All right, don't let the baggy sweater fool you. Boy, we putting in the work.
You got to. You got to.
Yeah.
I live vicariously through you.
Nope, you're gonna be with me. You keep saying that till I pop up at the door.
I know.
Pop up the door like, hey, let's move it. Let this weather get a tad bit warm for some speed walking.
It's got to get a little warmer out there.
Because this 18 degrees is mad disrespectful right now.
I can't do it.
Disrespectful. I saw Jack Frost on the corner selling hot cocoa. I was like, things are getting wild out here.
Hey, he's out there hustling.
Exactly. Frosty left like, nah, I ain't even signed up for this.
But it's crazy though. Just jumping back to the restaurant closings. It's I don't know. It is scary, you know, scary. And I don't know about you, but I've stopped eating out as much, you know, just general purpose, you know, just trying to save $1. But let me ask you a question. As we go and eat out, when's the last time you went out and didn't feel like you overpaid? Like you got a nice quad, like it was worth the money.
God, dog.
See? It's crazy that you have to think this long for it because it's not like you don't eat out and I don't eat out, but I ask myself the same question.
I do rarely go out to eat now. One, I mean, obvious reasons.
Because you're on that Ozempic?
I've never beaten these allegations. Never. No, because you know I can get down with the flames, so it's hard.
Yeah,
right? That's it. And then especially when you go a more wellness focused route, you know how to get the same result almost in taste and fats if you balance it and all that stuff. But that's
fair enough.
That's a convo for another day, right? Yeah. But I also don't because I think it's just a myriad of things, right? Service has gone horrible. It's not even just the food anymore. What was it? MSNBC released a report stating that majority of restaurants and customers feel like all the food tastes the same because it's all coming from Cisco and the same powerhouses and providers. One's sauteing it, one's frying it, one's putting it over the flame. Same thing. It's going to taste the same.
Yep.
That's why those experiences where it's a home-cooked fresh meal, and oddly enough, the home-cooked fresh meal is Cheesecake Factory.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm telling you, Cheesecake Factory actually cooks the dishes to order.
Really?
It's not your Red Lobster, Olive Garden, toss in the microwave for 45 seconds. Somebody got their feelings. They're like, no, Olive Garden really makes it fresh. Like, no, sir, I've literally done the orders for it. It's a really fancy hungry man's dinner and a really nice oven. Why do you think it's endless breadsticks? Do you know how long it takes to bake bread and they just popping them out nonstop for you? Come on, bro. No, it's one of those. So I think for me, it's the service has plummeted horribly. Yeah. And everyone wants to make money. Nobody wants to work.
Exactly.
And then the tipping. Oh, tipping has made it worse. Tipping has made it so I don't even want to go to some places because it's going to ask you a question. What's the question? What's it going to ask you?
Oh, you know what it's going to ask.
Why can't you tell me what the question is?
It's going to ask you.
They're like, no, that's just a question. Yeah, but what's the question? It's like, I don't understand the question.
It is either 20, 25, or 30%. That's the question.
And that's part of it, because when I was coming up, it was 8, 10, and 12. And then it went 10, 12, and 15. Then 12, 15, 18. Now it's starting at 20.
Yeah. See.
Starting at 20. I was I just got back from West Palm. We had a couple drinks at the bar. The spot we're staying at is the millionaire side. So it's still the broke side compared to the billionaire side. But it is very nice. But they're like, oh, yeah, gratuities included. What you mean gratuities included? You ain't do shit.
Right.
You've been lackluster and dragging your feet this whole time. I'm going to need that gratuity to be removed so I can discern what you need to get.
Exactly.
But a lot of places are doing that. A lot of places are just automatically including gratuity, and at such an egregious rate and way that you're like, they didn't even earn any of this at all. So, and then there's always the argument of, well, if you can't afford to go out, don't. Shut up. I am tired of you. Your mom should have swallowed. But seriously, you stop. Everyone has their outlook and stuff, but if you're going to work in the service business, be prepared to provide service at a level that, in respect, you get compensated for your performance.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
You would think it's simple.
I've got it on the board, and I've got it in my book. It's a line that we're putting in the book. Simple, not easy.
You know what? Exactly.
It is very simple.
It is.
But for some people, they make it far more difficult than it actually has to be.
And then get mad at you when you demand proper service.
Like, I'm the bad guy. Like, I am the bad guy. I didn't do this. Right. I didn't, tell you to make the decisions that led you to being a waiter or waitress, or maybe you're picking up extra because the economy in the world screwed you because, it's so great.
Again.
And again, I'm just trying to figure out when it was great the first time.
I don't know. I think I was napping.
I don't think it was ever great if you looked like us on National Chocolate Day,
right? You get this day in February,
exactly. And every time it got close to great, it got burned down, flooded, blown up, shot, all that. But that's not what this podcast is. I digress. Yeah. But to answer your question in short, the service and the tipping culture has driven me away and many others away from restaurants and patronizing them. And it sucks. But now when I do go out, I do make it a point to try to support either a small, not a large franchise, or a business that I know or someone that I do know recommended it. Yeah. Shout out to Bukan. They were amazing. They definitely don't need any help because they had a line out the door, but still the food was good food. Yeah. But to answer the initial, 2 years ago when I was in Portland and I ate at Con, Gigi, Gregory's restaurant, it was so good that I literally went there on Wednesday, ordered the whole menu, then brought Rodney, Pops, and the whole crew back the next day, Thursday, and ordered the whole menu again. Nice. That's how dope it was. Like,
you know what? That says a mouthful.
Yes.
That says a mouthful.
It did. It's like, I didn't even care about run it.
Yeah. Just bring
twice,
it.
back to back. Literally ate everything on the menu. It's absolutely delicious.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
See? Well, for me, I know I don't even remember that of a meal that I had where I was just like, fair price.
Yeah.
I'm satisfied. It's just doesn't exist anymore. So I stay at home. I stay at home. I invite people over. There it is. And then I cook for them,
No, I understand. Okay. Let's see. So you had that. I guess we'll ping pong it. I'll bounce one back to you.
Sure. Let's go.
We've got a couple of, let's just run through like events happening, right?
Love events.
We've got the Carolina Barbecue Festival, right? That's occurring April 18th. It's going to be held over in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Nice.
Tickets are on sale, and they've got a crazy lineup. Everyone from Tank Jackson, if you've gotten a hog and you're in the Carolinas, it's likely from Tank. The Stan Hayes of Operation Barbecue Relief. Elliot Moss, shout out to Moss. I was just out there with him this weekend, man. Had a freaking 12, 14-foot long pit, got a burn barrel down there.
Nice.
All cement block. We're just doing an old school, pit birds. That was a wonderful time. So shout out to him. And of course, my man, 100 grand, all time Grand Slam, Mr. Brian Furman is going to be there as well, along with so many others. So mark the dates. We'll constantly mention it so you guys remember. We'll bring it up some more as it gets closer and closer. But it's getting big. It's always been flavorful. Go out. You'll have a good time.
Yeah. And it'll be warm by that time.
Yes, this is definitely be outside in the dun-to-duns weather. Hope by then. Then we've got the 35th annual National Barbecue Association Conference. That's taking place March 25th and to the 28th over in Nashville. So
Nice.
if you're trying to really understand the intricacies of the business, and everyone's always asking, like, how do I meet people? At these type of conferences, these are the people that are... They're the fiber optics buried under the water that we don't see, but that's needed to make a lot of these other networks and events and things happen. Go to these events. Try to join a team. Try to join the board. Try to get affiliated, whatever. But these are the events you go to really meet the movers and groovers in the business.
Yeah.
So mindful of that. A couple more like events you can consume. We've got the southernmost barbecue competition that's happening in Key West, Florida. That's happening March 5th through the 8th. Very warm. Last year they had cats like Mel, Chuck, Meet Dave, Captain Ron, and so many more out there. It's a good time by the water. Tone was out there too. A lot of flames, a lot of flavor, a lot of fun.
Sounds like fun.
It definitely is. And the Long Beach Barbecue Festival happening May 23rd to the 24th over at Rainbow Lagoon Park. I've never been, but it always looks fun. The recaps always look amazing. So if you're on that side, we're getting into the spirit and the body of barbecue season, and have to say would be completely remiss if you don't pick up your tickets, because the VIP experience for Memphis in May, that's gone. But you can still get some Gen ads for Memphis in May.
Yeah.
That's happening May 13th through the 16th.
Nice.
And don't forget, this year is the first ever Open Fire World Fire competition, cooking competition that's occurring there on Thursday. So this is a year to come on through.
Yeah,
this
get
is
on
a year
out
to come
there.
on through. Get some buddies. Sign up. I believe they're still accepting teams. It's not too late.
Nice. That'd be a lot of fun, man.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll be out there. I definitely know I'll be. I'm just gonna drag you along with me.
You probably put me in your suitcase, extra large.
I don't think my
X.
Yeti bag is that big, but
We'll figure
it's
it
got
out.
tie-down straps.
We'll figure it out.
We drive in. We drive in, so we can just do that. We'll just do that. Shotgun.
Oh, man.
All right, what's the next
That's
up for
nice.
you, my friend?
Well,
Uh-oh.
I know this is a barbecue podcast, but I just feel like we can't ignore what's happening in the world that's impacting everybody.
We're jumping right there.
Oh, yeah, we're going digging in.
For once, it's not me. All right,
Well-
let's do it.
I mentioned restaurant closings, and I really don't want to get into politics, but this is more about people who cook our food and keep our restaurants alive, and that's what it is, Kitchens, generally, you can go into any of them, any one of them. You go to the corner, bakery or your chicken joint, whatever, there's immigrants in the back. Always have been. And with barbecue especially, whole animals, long hours, ain't nobody lining up to get into that work unless you're crazy like we are. But it's generally people who are of a immigrant or minority status. And just people getting stopped and questioned or profiled when you're just trying to do your job, it just messes with people, both mentally and financially. And it just drives fear into folks, like how they move, how they drive, how they show up for work. And I mean, it's getting out of hand. And it really, and I'm talking to you, the audience, the listener, from a point of, it's a little bit of politics mixed in there, but it's really about the restaurants and the people who are working in there day in and day out, just trying to make a living, make a life for their family. And they just can't. And it's not like profiling is new. I mean, I've been profiled. You know, I can't tell you how many times I've been pulled over because I fit a description. And then
DWB.
You know what? Yeah. But
I mean, somebody out there's like, Chat GPT.
You got to Google that.
Driving while black. I'll save you the keystrokes.
You got to Google that one. But I'm just, it's impactful. Yeah. And people should be allowed to go and make a living, for folks that are, here just trying to make it.
Yeah.
Right? They're just trying to do the right thing, make it kind of stay out of trouble and do their thing. And, I'm scared. And I shouldn't have anything to worry about. But, it's just it's a deep-rooted something. I don't even know what to call it, but it's just, it's just in you. This is something that I grew up and had to modify the way I move, and had children that I had to speak to modify the way they move to try to steer clear of a lot of that. But it's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand.
Yeah. No. Since we're going down that road, this is,
sorry, man. We had to get on
no. Guys, so I'll never forget pulling up to the third grade. My mom was dropping me off, and she gave me the Emmett Till talk. That's what I titled it.
Okay.
Emmett Till talk. Be careful of who you trust, who you talk to, what you do, how you respond, how you behave. You have to be like this, this, and that, or this is what can happen to you.
Right.
That's a wild conversation to have with a kid in the third grade.
It is.
But you have to have it in the third grade. And as I got older, the conversations got a little bit more in depth, but eventually it was just like, this is as much as I can give you.
Yeah.
This is what it has to be. I've given you your armor. I've given you your tools. You're out in the world. You know what to do. Yeah. Brian's not here, but I've had this conversation with other friends of mine before that are non-melanated. What do you do when you get in your car? And they're like, I just start the car and drive. It's like, must be nice. I take off my knife, put it in a glove box. I take my wallet out of my pocket, and I put it on the dash. And then I can start going. I make sure there's nothing I have to reach too far. Because if I do get pulled over, I can't be shuffling around in that motherfucker too much.
No, not as big as we are.
Hell no. Because here's the thing. I've got friends who are cops. Mm-hmm. One of my childhood friends is a sheriff.
Okay.
And he's just like, the training is to not stop shooting until the threat is eliminated. And that's the thing. The threat. You're perceived as a threat. I'm a giant 6'6", dark-skinned, locked man in the South. Mm-hmm. I sneeze too loud. I'm a perceived threat, right? Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm a threat standing, breathing air. I'm a threat.
I actually feel threatened right now.
As you should, because I feel a sneeze coming on. But that's the thing, right? Like, I've been pulled over so many times, it's not even funny. Now, mind you, I've never gotten a ticket. I'm not doing nothing.
Right.
I just been pulled over. I've got pulled over in my driveway of my own house. They said, we were looking for a suspect. He escaped in a green Jeep Cherokee with overalls. I'm in a 3-piece suit in a black vehicle. The only thing that matched there was a black male, and I'm a black male. Mm-hmm. I've been pulled over literally after doing a commercial for Barbecue Guys in Louisiana. We were shooting a couple of spots a couple years back, and I'm leaving lights, red and blues. I'm like, all right, what's going on? And dude is on the speaker. Pull over. I pull over, and I'm on the phone with my buddy. He's freaking out. I'm like, bro, if you hear gunshots, it's been a hell of a good time knowing you. Pulls me over. Put your hands out the vehicle. Use your left hand to do this. Keep them up. I'm like, okay, cool. I get out the vehicle. No, and I don't have to. And here's the thing. I know I don't have to.
Right.
But I'm black, so I don't get that choice. My rights were gone. You're like, no, I'm black. Mm-hmm. I'm fully aware. Get out the vehicle. I haven't turned around. Backing up. I turn. The guy goes, oh, shit, you're the barbecue guy, aren't you? She's like, yeah. Hey, how's it going? It's like, man, I love you. Better than this. What are you doing here? It's like, oh, we just finished
trying to go
doing a
home.
commercial. In my head, I'm like, I'm really just trying to make it back to my fucking hotel room.
Right?
It's like, no, we just finished a commercial over there with the barbecue. It's like, oh, those guys, so there. It's like, yeah. It's like, oh, man, I'm sorry. Didn't even know it was you. Have a good night. Appreciate it. Got in my car, took my black ass home.
Yeah.
But that was only because he recognized me,
you.
and that did something. Let me make this perfectly clear. I'm going to look at you guys right here. Future Sheed, this is the part that you make or cut. It's 25 minutes in. Can't say this clearly enough. I wear many hats, literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
I wear many hats. But every time I walk into a room and every time I walk out of a room, I am a black man first. I'm not Rasheed Phillips. I'm not the gentleman smoker. I'm not a fan favorite. I'm not one of the top ranked, most influential, top 100 in this culinary space. I'm not any of that. Every time I walk into a room, I am a black man first. That's how I'm perceived. That's how I'm looked at. And that's just what I am. I woke up like this. I'll go to sleep like this. I was born like this. And God willing, I will die like this. I'm a black man. I can't turn it on or off. Yeah. That's just what it is. Now, everything else that I am or am perceived comes after that.
Yes.
Whether I wanted to or not. Yeah. I'd love to just be a man first. I'd love to be a nice guy, a resourceful guy.
Right.
Be the strong-willed guy, the person that you can call, the reliable
anything.
Person.
The anything.
The anything, insert there.
Yep.
But I am a black man first. And the world, the country is in a very wild place. We might lose listeners for this. Probably will.
Yeah, they'll be back.
I don't care. Fuck them. If you're gone, you shouldn't have been here in the first place because you obviously didn't know how I got gone. But now you do. Shocker, if you've never seen me, I'm black.
Don't tell nobody.
I know, right?
I just found out yesterday.
He thought it was makeup. No, and it's weird the things that occur with that, There's struggles in this business because of my race.
Absolutely.
I had, like I said, 26. I'm naming names. I had a director at Traeger tell me flat out they'd never want anyone that looks like me to represent their brand. I'm not the face that they want for the company. And that's why I will river dance on their stock as it continues to plummet.
You know what?
It could be on fire and I wouldn't waste tallow to pull that bad boy out, right? I've lost deals over my color. We are trying to expand and grow into a bigger space, and I literally can't get appointments because once I send in that ID and they realize, oh, he's black, all of a sudden the property's full or it's sold or they're not taking any more offers.
But you can't just be black. You said black.
I'm black. Brother, I'm 11:59. I'm 30 seconds to midnight on this bitch, and I love every level of cell of melanin that I have.
Absolutely.
And for those who are going through things, for those who are seeing the madness that's occurring right now, and they're just feeling that pit in their stomach, all I can say is, welcome to the club.
Yeah.
We've been here. Sad part is, we've seen this movie.
Yeah.
We know how it ends.
This movie and the 5 sequels that came after it.
The hundreds years of sequels. We know when the jack is going to spring out of the box. You don't yet, but we've told you. And you don't want to listen.
Yeah. I just, what does bring me some relief is the fact that, we do have a lot of people out there who feel like us.
Yes.
Who aren't us that are looking out for other people.
Right.
And I can appreciate that. And that's, and that's what we have to do. I mean, we've preached it on this show.
Take care, be kind to one another.
Absolutely.
We close out the show with it every time. Be kind to one another.
Absolutely. So I think it's just a matter of continuing to do that. If you're running a place and someone's late or nervous, give them some grace. Yeah. Ask why before you judge them. Owners and managers, y'all set the tone. So if you're silent on this, then silence almost means approval.
Yeah.
So,
and please stay out of my DMs. Y'all bothering me. Y'all over there bothering Brady? Are you bothering the Kelsey brothers that took the funding from Kingsford for the Preserve the Pitmaster program? Are y'all bothering them? Why you want my twos and fews when they got their and theirs?
Mm-hmm.
But you're not. Leave me the hell alone. I got my own battles to fight. We're trying to enact a change in a world that doesn't even want to see me get up half the time. But I still go forward because if I don't, the change won't happen.
Yep.
The change will happen. And it's like, oh, you're blowing smoke. It's not all about, if you don't think everything is about race, you live in a world that's blind.
Yeah.
Someone said, oh, they've never seen this affect them. I'm like, you're a white man married to a white woman living in one of the whitest fucking states there is. I don't expect you to, and I love them. Mm-hmm. They're beyond great people.
Yeah.
But just because it hasn't touched your circle, consider yourself lucky. And that was my response.
Yeah.
Consider yourself lucky. Like, I wish I knew what that felt like.
You're living a good life.
I genuinely wish I knew what that experience was like. I've never had it.
Never. Well, I know. Well, we'll wrap this up and just say, if you love food but don't respect the people that's making it, then you don't really love food. That's what I'm saying.
If you were heavy on immigration, talking about we don't need foreigners, remember your president has, what is it? His wife's an immigrant. Wasn't his ex-wife an immigrant? And isn't the vice president's wife? Remember, like that's don't make no sense to me. Like if you got something against immigrants, but you going to go stop at tacos, stop that.
Right.
You can't do that. You got to hate us all the way around. Don't hate me, but love the food of my culture.
And come and eat a sandwich.
You can't. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't tell me to go back to Africa and then go buy some fried chicken. You can't do it. That's what you can't do. You can't say build a wall, but then scream, honey, it's Taco Tuesday.
That's right.
You can't. Let's
go get some nachos.
Do it. You got to pick a side. You can't be racist and stupid.
Yeah.
You got to pick a side.
Yeah.
But that, what do I know? I just rub butts and start fires for a living.
The best meal that you ever ate probably came from somebody that you've never seen, but you still should care about them. That's all.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly. I can let you know right now, the fruit you put in your grocery was not picked by a white hand.
Yeah.
Right? That lunch you had at Takeaway and your business meeting as you guys forecasted and projected how to get whatever in numbers up, the hands in the back was not white.
No.
The plate that was picked up by your server.
Yep.
That you just finished eating that 90-day dry-aged Wagyu with the creme, blah, 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 and that sprig
good.
of random cilantro for no reason was washed by a hand that I promise you was not a white one. All right? We are all just humans.
Yeah.
Just humans.
Take care of
there's
each other.
no like, well, you're no. We're just humans.
Yeah.
Human race. Just humans. That's the classification.
That's it.
Be a good human.
That's it.
Be a good person. That's all.
That is it.
But again, we just do barbecue. What do we know?
Rub butts. That's
and start fires.
Michelin star.
I got Michelin tires and commercials.
I got bootleg Michelin tires.
Got the Michelins.
The Michelins.
Oh man, yeah. They put out Michelin's on the thought first and foremost because these are the homies. I love them so much. Andrew Michelle, 101 million times. Congratulations! They finally got their star last year. Pardon me, or their plaque, and then they were just nominated for Best Chef California semifinalists for the James Beards. So
nice.
I put that on there. So love those guys. Absolutely amazing. They're crushing it in life and his wellness journey as well. So one time for the one time.
Nice.
But yeah, Michelin did put out a post where they were just like, hey, here's the best barbecue in Texas. And they started rattling those bad boys off. It's an interesting time.
Do you think Michelin is in the best position to judge and rate barbecue? I mean, when I think of Michelin, I think of they expect the same dish every time.
Right.
They expect perfection. And barbecue's got a lot of variation to it.
Very
you know what
true.
I mean?
A hot day cooks different than a cold, rainy day.
Yeah. And Michelin is like consistency, precision, and control. And like I said, barbecue is messy. Weather, wood, your mood.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not saying that Texas doesn't deserve any respect. I mean,
Right.
you know, when I was doing some research and found that the briskets actually came from Jewish immigrants.
Yes.
Over in Texas. You know, they had cheap cuts of meat. It was tough, and they said, "Yeah, we going low and slow this joint," and you know, they cooked it slow to make it edible.
Yeah,
You know,
at a lower frame.
so it's not that Texas doesn't deserve, you know, any kudos. I think the James beer would be better suited for barbecue than
Then Michelin.
and in some respects, yeah, you know.
Well, here it is: the best barbecue in Texas by the Michelin Guide inspectors.
Okay.
Top of mind, top of the list. And I don't know if it's in any particular order. It doesn't really say, so we'll just go with that.
Okay.
Interstellar in Austin, Leroy and Lewis in Austin, Corkscrew in Spring, La Barbecue in Austin, Blood Brothers in Bel Air, Pinkertons in Houston, Cadillac's Got a Bib, Goldie's, Reese Brothers in San Antonio, Briskets in Austin. That's that final. But then it is very much this is what got me. This is what made me send it. By the Michelin Guide inspectors.
That just sounds fancy.
It is. I mean, it's a rather fancy title.
Yeah.
My question is, how does one become an inspector? What is the criteria? Is it sort of something that is akin to the KC barbecue, like being a judge,
Yeah.
type of thing? How does one get that role, and how do they discern and determine who's the best and who's not?
Yeah.
Right, and that's also knowing, you know, what the star rankings and such are for. But
I wonder how many inspectors they have, and are they like categorized for like different cuisines and things
I
like
think
that?
the thing about the inspectors is no one really knows who they are. I think that's part of it.
That's part of the gig.
Yeah, it's like you're not there because they're not supposed to get any particular
special
treatment.
favor, yeah.
And sometimes stuff like that leaks and whatnot, but I don't think like the identities are publicly known. So that's very interesting, and it's weird. Would you rather Michelin or James Beard or Michelin be judged by these handful of people that are designated, you know, flavor palette perfectionists, or a lineup or committee of your peers in some sense? Sort of like, well, I can't even say the Oscars or anything or Golden Globes because the way they did our boy Michael B. is the dumbest thing I ever seen. I didn't even see Timothy's movie. I didn't even know what it was. It's like he put a movie out. You know, but we didn't. Don't get me started.
That's for next week.
That's for somebody else's podcast. That's all I know.
But okay, so the fancy inspectors or a jury of my peers.
Right.
I would take a jury of my peers.
Yeah.
I mean, the Michelin is, I mean, you get the star and it comes with a lot of press and hoopla, and yeah, you kind of made it. But I just don't feel like from a barbecue perspective, I think you get a lot more from the community and your peers judging you versus somebody that just kind of appears out of nowhere anonymously and say, you know, and give you a grade. Like, I think that, you know, when you sit down with your peers, and even if it's not perfect, you have a conversation about it. It's very interactive, you know.
Right.
I just feel like you get more bang for your buck that way.
No, I can see that. I think also with that, it's so. I wonder. I know there was a movement of saying, "Hey, barbecue deserves to be this," but I wonder if putting barbecue in the category of these James beers and into these Michelin, is it forcing a change in barbecue that's pulling it away from its roots of being an attainable everyman's dish. And I say that because I was fortunate enough while I was away in West Palm this weekend, be in the presence of John Bates of Interstellar.
Yeah.
And we had a conversation, and that was a minor part of our conversation. Like, do we think it is doing something good for the craft, or is it constantly, God, I hate this word, elevating it so much that it just brings it further and further away from the accessibility of the everyday man? Mind you, barbecue is already underpriced and undervalued for the amount of labor that goes into it.
Absolutely.
Because it should be priced like fine dining. We've said this example before. If I try to get, half a pound, 8 ounces of brisket, it's probably going to run me $18 to $25, depending.
Right.
But people will spend $60 to $80 for an 8 ounce filet that I can knock out in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's beef, but because one is perceived in a certain way, it can command 3-4x the price.
Yeah.
But let me price that same 8 ounce of brisket that takes a whole day to prepare versus the 10 minutes to prepare for this. Everybody loses their mind. I just don't understand it.
And when you put labels on it like that, like the James Beard and Michelin, I think of white table service, like white tablecloths and fancy cutlery.
They clean up the crumbs with that little fancy bent scraper.
And barbecue is Meemaw's backyard, and rural little barbecue joints, like one shack places that knock your socks off, man.
Right.
And it could be the best barbecue you've had for years, and it's just a hole in the wall and in a field somewhere, right?
Yeah.
No white tablecloths, no Michelin star, no
Nothing
James
fancy.
Beard, just good food, good people, and conversation.
Yeah.
I
don't know. It's the word dichotomy of it all. Like, we want to see it, but is it doing more harm than good? I feel like that's a great question. Are these particular accolades or levels of recognition doing more harm than good?
Yeah. I'd have to go 50-50. Like I said, the publicity, the hoopla, all the stuff that comes with earning that type of reward, that type of status.
Yeah.
But again, it's just, like I said, it's the everyday guy, and it will never be priced for what it's actually valued. And that's where you'll always lose.
And especially more so now with these restaurants closing, the source product, the raw product, is just so high. It's so high. Yeah. This is not sustainable. These prices, the COGS, which is cost of goods sold, that's everything. It's way too high.
Yeah.
And I hope I'm wrong, but something has to shift, or the bubble's going to pop this year or next year.
Yeah.
And so many more are going to fall and close, and it's either going to be they consolidate and team up or do something.
Yeah.
Someone asked, would you start barbecue now? I said, hell no.
I'd start a farm.
Yeah, I would start everything.
Beef farm.
I would start everything but slinging the meats right now. I'd be a provider of something else. I'm like, find the gap in there. I'd get into being a wood provider.
Yeah.
I'd buy land and be a wood provider.
Right.
I would do that. But I would not start my barbecue business right now. If I'm being 100% honest, if I didn't have all this, or I had to start, I
If you had to start over, yeah.
If I had to start over in the culinary space, I would not choose barbecue again.
At all?
At all.
Okay.
Right, as of how things are right now, wouldn't choose barbecue.
It's tough.
$179. $179 is what I used to get briskets for. $149 when I bought them by the case and pallet.
Case, yeah.
That's what I used to get briskets for.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Not anymore. And that wasn't too long ago.
There's no way. there's no way I can do this right now. Like I could, but the margins would kill me.
Yeah.
Right. And one bad month or two, gone. All right. Yeah. So if I had to start over, I would not, sadly, as much as I wouldn't choose barbecue again. I'd go burgers.
Ooh.
Quick, fast.
Yeah.
Higher quality, house-made, handmade cuts. Give you a mix. I'd call it the vitiligo fries because you get a little bit of regular potatoes and some sweet potato fries in there mixed up.
Nice.
But I'd go burgers. And I'd be slinging them bad boys nonstop. I might still dance around pulled pork a little bit. give you a little on top of the meat.
Get a little special.
A little something on there.
Yeah.
Little still got to rub something. You know how I get down. And the butt then ain't fly across this table. I'm rubbing the cheeks and then we letting it smoke, but I'm not getting in the barbecue. And pulled pork could be the topping on there.
Yeah.
Right, let me double up, get you smash burgers, 2 4-ounce patties, add a little drizzle of pulled pork on there, get your vitiligo fries, your home fries with some sweet potato fries. But
and that's $18 burger right there.
It is.
Yeah.
But I would not do barbecue.
Oh.
I'm just saying. It's too expensive, man.
It is. It's getting crazy. But you can always go Beyond Meat.
They have, if I am not mistaken.
Oh, here we go.
If I'm not mistaken.
Don't tell me they have a pork shoulder.
They have shifted into, I think they're going into like protein whey and things like that. Like they're Beyond Meat is expanding outside of the Beyond Meat business. All right, that, if I'm not mistaken, that's what's going on, right? So that's a whole different thing. And here's my question, because no one can seem to answer this for me. If it's so healthy for you, right? Better burger, better for you with all new avocado oil. Clean Eating now boasts delicious plant-based burgers with 21 grams of plant-based proteins, no cholesterol. You can eat better without giving up what you love. Why do I have to cook it if it's all vegetables?
Because you got to get the smoke flavor in there.
No, if it's all, you know what I can do with a carrot? I can go get a carrot out the dirt, rub it on my pants leg, and eat it. Yeah. I can go grab a tomato, rub that bad boy on the shirt, and eat it. If it is all plant-based, why do I have to cook it to 160? Just trying to figure this out.
Yeah, you got to make it make sense. You got to make it make sense.
Why are you big old letters right here? Plant-based proteins, no cholesterol, better for you, better tasting. All these metocuculose, I don't know what that is, man. I got no idea. What, potassium? Okay, I know that, but what are we doing in here? Apple extract? Okay. Vegetable juice color.
Ooh.
What?
Juice color. Wait, hold on, dog. Vegetable juice
juice color. Peas are legumes. We know this.
Okay.
But why, you telling me any and everything, but why I have to cook this son of a bitch?
Huh. I wonder.
Why? Oh, their daily calories, 2,000. You know my calorie intake I'm set for right now is 1,500. Oh, you boys been getting that. Keep refrigerated and use within 3 days of opening. Cook thoroughly before serving. If it's vegetables, why am I cooking a bitch?
I have no idea.
I can eat a broccoli raw. I can eat a cauliflower raw. I can snap some peas and eat them bitches raw too. Why do I have to cook this till 160?
Dog, I just pulled up a vegan brisket and looked at the ingredients.
This a vegan.
There's cocoa powder, ground coffee, coconut aminos, beetroot powder.
My bad. I apologize, guys. And when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I apologize. It's 165. You got to cook it to 165.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, it's 165.
You have to rest?
Ready for this? It gets worse. Don't microwave that motherfucker.
Oh.
Not recommended. Also, not recommended to boil or deep fry.
So you really can just...
You got to put that bitch on some heat. Why? I don't understand.
It'll drive you crazy, man.
It will.
It'll drive you crazy.
At this point, just eat the damn burger.
Right.
with all these rules and stipulations, come on, man.
Just eat the burger.
Just eat the burger. You know what's in a smash burger?
Burger? I was like, burger?
Cow is the main ingredient in a smash burger.
Burger, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll take it. I'll take it. And this brisket is $36 a pound.
Jesus.
$36 a pound.
You know how many actual vegetables I can buy for $36?
Right. Well, you can't get your what is it? The vegetable juice color.
Yeah, vegetable juice coloring. Vegetable juice extract. I don't know what that is. What are you feeding?
Vegetable juice.
I should have spoke about this portion during our whole very deep moment, and I'm not sorry that I didn't. Screw y'all.
Bring it back. Roll it back.
We spit in the block. Flip the bitch. I want to share a little bit here since we talked about it. It's chilly out, and everyone's dealing with some ice.
Absolutely.
Right now. Don't slip and hurt yourself and get shot in the back 5 times. In our community, I'm not familiar with personally, but Rodrigo Bravo Jr., Mr. Bravo 365 on the socials, and his colleagues, Jose, I hope I'm saying this right, brother. I apologize if I'm not. Jose Relat, who is a food writer and journalist for the Texas Monthly, contributes there.
Okay.
If you want to check out his professional stuff, it is the Taco Trail official, taco editor for the Texas Monthly. Jose and his colleague Rodrigo were on assignment in Texas for Texas Monthly. They encountered ice. And I'm not talking about the slip and fall kind.
Not the black ice?
Not the black ice. And shame on all the black ice. Because you know what, Sheed? Relax, Sheed.
I could push the button. Yeah.
Wusa. Shame on black ice. But shame on ice peel. No, they encountered the shoot you in the back 5 times ice. Hours after Alex was murdered. Yes, I said that. And Jose has a 3-part series on his page, and I suggest you guys go check it out. I will link it, where he details how shaken he was by the experience.
Yeah.
He's a citizen. All that. Was detained for over a half hour, but stopped 3 times in one day.
Doesn't make any sense.
In one day, just on assignment. And he speaks of what he has to do now is he's begun to travel with his passport. He's in the United States and feels so unsafe that he is traveling with his passport in the United States. And let's be honest, he's not even going anywhere.
Right.
He's traveling in Texas.
I was about to say, staying within Texas.
He's staying
not
within
like that
Texas.
matters.
Not that it matters,
yeah.
but he feels so unsafe and shaken up by everything that he's traveling in the United States, only in the state of Texas, but bringing his passport with him. That's some wild shit.
It is wild.
That is some wild shit.
It's getting out of hand. It got to be kind, folks.
Yeah. And I'm an immigrant. I'm not born here. Couldn't be president. Thank God I don't want that motherfucking job. I'm an immigrant, 100%. Top down, love it. That's my get down. But I'm a citizen. I've got my papers. And shit, I'm wondering if I need to start traveling with the motherfuckers.
Right. You might have to. I mean.
Because I'm black, but I don't look American black. So it's like, shit.
You're American run it. Black.
Yeah, do you think I can pass? I'm oftentimes told, like, people catch me something, they're like, you're not from here. It's like, how do you know?
Come on, man. We're damn near twins.
I figured I could do it with the hair, you know?
I'm like the before picture.
Before I grew the hair, I was bald.
You know, see? Before you grew the hair, before you got all thin and trim, before you hit Ozempic, this is what it was.
See, that's what I'm never going to beat those rumors. I'm never going to beat those rumors.
It's like.
But you guys can read his article, Border and Immigration, What It Feels Like Coming Face to Face with ICE. Yeah. My work for Texas Monthly demands hundreds of hours on the road each year. Being pulled over by immigration enforcement officers felt like an inevitable for years. So it's been something that he knew would come, but I don't think he expected
Not
the
multiple
interaction.
times a day either.
Yeah. That's a record for me. I don't even think I've been pulled over 3 times in one day.
Nah, if I get pulled over 3 times, I'm just staying in the house.
I'm staying with him.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, you might as well like call somebody, let them know ahead, wherever. Let them know I'm coming.
Yeah.
All right, because that's the thing that got him. He's like the third stop was just moments after the previous one. Like, y'all not. I know y'all talked to him. Like, he went on that bitch and he said something about it.
Or give me a green sticker to just let
Something like let him know. Oh, we already got this.
We already got him.
Like tag me like you do the Dolphins and shit. So he's just like, this one's good for today. Like I'm going to the club, you know. Give me
the club stamp.
Give me a little bit of reprieve. Pull that Seinfeld. Not watching this bitch all the time. But it's not. You know, and it's like, how can you make light of this situation? Because if you don't, you'll cry.
Yeah, you can't let the world scare you from living life.
Ooh.
You got to get out there and just do it. And then if you hit a speed bump, you deal with it. But
exactly.
You got to live life, man.
You have to. You can't let this stop you. And you just, hopefully you keep it in top of mind. And and you end up being like we asked. We only asked, to follow, share, and to be kind to one another.
Absolutely.
That's it. That is literally just be kind to one another.
Yeah.
It's already so difficult. I told you a little bit about what I've been dealing with this month, and it's only January.
Yeah.
I've been kicked in the teeth, I feel like damn near every day since the new year started. And I still go out with a smile. I still keep my head up. I still push through.
Yeah.
And I still treat it with everyone respect. If I didn't say anything to you earlier, you'd never know.
No.
No clue.
Actually, I know something was on your mind. Like I can tell when something's on your mind, but to the extent that we spoke about, no, I wouldn't have. Not in a million years, but
it's wild out here, man.
But you know what? Being nice doesn't cost you a thing.
And neither does mind your damn business.
You know what?
as a furniture company in Tennessee is finding out right now as they being dragged through the mud after she's saying, kill all the people. I was like, aren't you crazy? You can't talk wild and have a business. I can talk wild and have a business because I pay all the bills in this motherfucker, so I don't give a damn. But you can't talk wild and have a business and not think it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
that's crazy to me, man. It must be nice to be white. I don't know, but I heard great things. I've heard the reviews on Yelp are remarkable.
Fantastic. They get the 6 stars.
That is true.
Oh, man.
That is true. What else we got left here? We knock it all out. Let's see. I know Brian wants to talk about his part, so, not trying to stomp on those toes.
No, not at all. No, that was my bit for today.
Hey, I'm with it.
Trying to keep it clean, keep it nice and fresh.
Hey, it's just we do. I had someone ask a question. Let me see if I can pull that up for us. That asked, what was business related? What was a aha moment for you?
An aha moment,
right?
The aha moment was when I was able to. The first time I was able to pay myself was the aha moment. You can cook all the time. I've been cooking for years. People enjoy the product. I think I give myself probably like an 87 to 89% success rate. But when you can actually start seeing some dividends,
right,
was like, oh, I guess this is a good move, right? Like I'm not wasting my time. Like this is actually working out. So, but that would be the aha moment.
And I'll follow that up by asking, what made you pay yourself when you did? Like, how did you get to, okay, I'm going to pay myself?
Well, it was a matter of understanding your expenses, your P&L, and then as you continue to invest in the business, you get to a point where the money that you have to invest back into the business exceeds the bucket. Whatever falls out of that bucket, that's yours to keep.
Right.
You know,
and you can take dividends. You can, you can wait, but you have to pay in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's funny you said that because that was very close to my response.
Yeah.
My response was the moment I realized that making money wasn't making profit. Like money was coming in, but the profit margin wasn't huge.
Right.
And that was the issue. I was like, why do I feel like I'm in the same spot? It's the same as working out in the gym for 2 hours and then getting McDonald's every day. It's like you're doing something,
Right.
and it's working a little bit,
You're
but
doing too
not,
much.
but not to the level that it should.
Right.
So when I realized that is when I then also P&L, profit and loss, went to the numbers and looked at what my waste percentage was, looked at my yield percentage, looked at what I, went back to see. And this is why you should be taking notes of these things, right? You should go into service knowing whether exactly how many bones or how many pounds of everything you're about to serve you have. You should just know that.
Period.
That is 101. Well, not really 101. It's like 102. But you should know that. And doing that made me realize where I was just unintentionally being wasteful with how I was operating the business. And once I got a hold on that, profit
That's when
margin
it starts building.
skyrocketed.
Yeah.
And I got a little bit more creative with things, and that pushed it over. But we love the food business. We love what we do, but we don't pay attention to the business part. I said it last episode. I'm going to say it again here. You got to understand both sides of it. If you need to know more business than you do food.
Absolutely.
Because there are some people who can't cook a lick, but their business is profitable.
Yes.
So you choose what side of that coin you want to be on. But I'm glad that was sort of our both of ours. Like, yeah, you got to do this type of thing.
You got to.
It's and more so now than ever. And if you don't understand, if you don't understand the in and outs of your business, seek help. Seek help. Speak to your local SBA, Small Business Association charters.
SBAs.
They're your friends. Reach out to people who are in the business. Try to find a mentor, or sometimes you may just have to pay and take a class or pay and take a call with people.
Absolutely.
Right? It's an investment. And if you have a business and it's an investment in the business that you're making to pay this class, that's a write-off.
Absolutely.
You get your receipt, you submit it.
Play the game.
Exactly, because you pay more. If this line should make you want to get your stuff together. You paid more in taxes last year than Bezos probably paid his entire life. If that don't make you mad, I don't know what to tell you.
Right?
I really don't know what to tell you.
It's all lost.
There it is. So you're on the board. If you're going to play the game, play it to your utmost ability and use all the tools you have at your discretion.
Absolutely.
Because we want to see everyone win. There used to be barbecue joints on the corner like they're Starbucks.
Yep.
They're not anymore. If they're going to come back, now's the time. And a part of that is sharing the information and the insight, and also understanding that access to some of that information and insight does come at a cost sometimes. That's just what it's going to be. Right?
Sometimes.
You can only get free game for so long before people don't appreciate it. And that's what I've realized. I've put it out there, and people don't appreciate it. That's why I said, villainaire. I'm tired of it. I'm like, no, you want access? Got to pay something, because I need you to have skin in the game.
Absolutely.
Because I'm taking time to invest in you and make sure you're successful.
I actually like the villain arc. I'm along for the ride.
Hey,
Let's get it.
Maybe it's going to be one hell of a ride. It's going to be one hell of a ride. Like I said, it has been one hell of a year, and it is only January.
It's not even February yet.
Oh, my body. But we've got some great stuff that I will be announcing on the next episode, but not yet. Some really cool stuff. Some of it you know about, some of it you don't.
Yeah.
But
you got to tune in next week.
Exactly. But until then, it has been an absolute pleasure having you on This Week in Barbecue, the Barbecue Focus podcast with hot news and even hotter takes. I am slightly disgruntled, Rashid Phillips, your host, and my co-host here,
James Welch.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you each and every time, but maybe after this episode, you'll take it in a little bit deeper. Tell a friend to tell two friends. Leave 6 stars. If you don't see the 6, leave 5. That really means a lot. And most importantly, be kind to one another, because damn it, we really need it right now. See you guys next time.